just post that clip. Just say, yo, check this out. Beat the Titan boss. Or just saying the Titan boss can beat itself. There.
Scared him to death.
You're not even lying. No. Yeah. Simply say that. Simply say that exact thing. Say the Titan boss beat itself, and put that clip there. Perfect. So you resurrect. You clip off the tiny part where you resurrect. You just have to resurrect, and then when you begin to run it effectively, you want that part of the clip, so that it effectively looks like as if you're making an inference here, but you're actually telling the truth. You cannot lie. You must not lie. And everybody else, this is a very interesting thing you must understand. You must not lie. But nobody ever said anything about obfuscation. You could also plead the fifth, You
could always do that.
I mean, I'm not going to say anything like that. See? It's a very interesting thing. But if you do say something, make sure that you say the truth. But even in a truth spoken, elements of said truth might not necessarily need to be spoken. However, probably should, but that depends. Gentlemen, I want to invite you into the world of disclosure. Everything is stated always in some way or not stated at all. And those things that are stated are the ones which are hidden in meaning by large pieces of context that need to be individually compressed and then somehow fiddled together. A story in multiple parts. That exists. When you look at an organization or a type of group that creates something that is not necessarily beneficial to a mass, the mass must still approve. Thereby, that which is to be done to the mass has to be stated to the mass. And if the mass itself is ignorant of that which has been stated, though there's no way to avoid it, then that which is to be done will be done, and thereby no harm comes to thee who does, because it had been stated to thee whom it had been done to. You will know. That's the world of disclosure.
What's this boss called again?
The Big Bitch.
The Big Bitch?
You on the executioner, or which one? What do you fight?
No, I just fought the. Hold on.
Describe to me what it does.
It's a big colossus thing. You're standing on a platform, and it's hundreds of times bigger than you are. It's in the Titan. So we're just gonna say that.
I think I found
Titan
that
boss.
one. Yeah. Yep. If you make a TP, I can help you.
I just killed it at this point. It's dead.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool.
That which is to be done.
Zal Marath, the Colossus is his name.
Oh, yeah, we fought him.
Alright, I'm gonna cook some steak. The steaks are high, but not as high as me. Just kidding. Sorry, I always like to say that. The steaks are high, but not as high as me.
That's. I'm gonna buy some items, Adrian. What are you looking for again?
So I'd like to know what kind of runes could exist. That's something. The belt is kind of good. I think, but maybe we could look for better unique armor.
Okay, cool. Better chest that doesn't have the negative on it.
Yeah.
You could just get a rare, because most uniques in this game have a upside and a downside.
Yeah. Yes.
At least some of them do.
They also don't have that many modifiers either. I mean, that kind of armor is pretty okay. It's just as soon as something hits you, you're instantly fucked.
When you get to a higher level, the uniques that drop will have like more mods on them. More likely.
Yeah, so I'd say we'd probably need one with a shit ton of mods on it.
Yeah.
By the way, that thing that we got yesterday, the new focus, I think, whatever.
The ring? Oh,
I
yeah.
put that on, and my fucking DPS just went up by like 1 point. Just one.
Is it fully rolled?
Just one.
Did you, like... Yeah, but did you roll it?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
It has other benefits, like that the loot drops are better, really, and that basically the DPS for my lightning has increased by like 1.
Oh yeah, because you got the rarity roll on it, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, because I think it's 13 rarity or something.
15, yeah.
Or 15, yeah. So it's a shit ton of rarity right there. Yeah, it's 1.
Nice.
So I thought, oh, it's going to be like increasing by 10 or something, like 3, and I put it on, I'm like, oh, 1.
It's a side grade, yeah. You can keep your other one around just in case.
Yeah, this one's good though. Again, it's like 1, so DPS is higher, plus other benefits. We good on that. But realistically, I think
we can
maybe
share a lot of the items that we don't need in the guild stash eventually. That's the cool thing about this game. You can actually like interchange items with your clan. There's no issue on soul-bound items, which is kind of an annoying thing in the other games.
Exactly.
Where do you want me to put this clip?
Oh yeah, so runes. We need to look for. I think that's like one of the better things because the armor initially is already good enough, but the one thing that we have a limiting factor on is incredible runes.
Yes, I'm gonna look into runes right now. Paul, I don't know what you want to do with the clip. Maybe just post it, or
yeah, I posted it. I don't know.
Community post.
Posted it in the community.
PoE2 community.
Yeah, okay, hold on. See if I can figure out how to make that. I just posted it on my main timeline.
Yeah, you can do it where it posts to the community and followers at the same time. So just do that inside the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just delete the other one you did and then do the single post inside the community, but broadcast it to the rest of your followers too.
Let me figure out how to do that from the X Studio thing.
No, you don't do it from the X Studio.
How else do you access it?
Just go into the PoE2 community. Like you've been to the community page,
Yeah.
right? There's a link in the Discord. Okay. And then you just go post, and it'll say to community, post to community. When you hit the post button, it'll post to community. And then you just tick the little box at the bottom that says also send to my followers, and it'll put it on your main page as well.
Yeah, right. I got to figure out how to link the video. That's what I'm saying.
Here's what I do. Here's what I do. Hold up, everybody stop doing what they're doing.
Just drag and drop the video, and it'll upload it to X. Select 1080p or whatever quality you want.
Actually, I got a better solution. Here. So you know how to do on mobile? You switch where to go.
Hold on, I'm doing this on my machine. Let me pull it back on my phone. Yeah, so I click on post, and then I click on POE2.
Yep. Okay, here. Before you post, do this. Here, I'll send it to you on Discord.
Okay.
Fuck, which one are you?
I think shows up as Black Phillip or Dreamless.
Damn it.
Which just says D ... on that's weird.
Can you join the general VC real quick so I could just see your profile?
Yeah.
There we go.
Because you have streamer mode on. You have streamer mode on because you're recording. That's why it has the truncated names.
Weird.
Here, just so the there you go. Just copy that exact thing, the whole message there. Just copy my message and post it like that into the post that you have right there, which is to the POE2, right?
All right, so you got the link to the videos, what you're saying.
Yeah, just do that. Just post it, you'll see.
Got it. So we go here, we go there, do this, take that, paste thing, go.
Wait, what?
Take it. I'm trying to get the thing to actually post.
Mm-hmm. Just that exact
Auto
wording would be good as
expansion.
well.
Alright. Let's put that there. There we go. Should work. Delete the original one. Alright, that should work. Does that look good to you guys?
Let me see.
Like the end is like I've been friends with Jazz Dean, but
Because they certainly aren't in New York anymore. Because they certainly aren't. This cloth that color.
Imperial Purple and the Punic War. Chapter 83.
It didn't display the video correctly for me. I don't know.
This is a good thing. See, this is why you have people like me. I'm gonna buy it.
Like, yeah, there's no video here. I just see a link to the post.
This is just war between groups and ideas.
Let me
Let's say, for instance,
differently. I'm just gonna do this.
You don't have to link the community post like that. It's like when you make the post, you take the little box.
Did you guys hear that they found Santa Claus in Turkey?
What? What?
a PhD
I
on
know-
those
you know how-
How could he be in Turkey? He was at the mall here.
You know,
I just saw him at the mall. How could he be in Turkey?
You have to specify what are you talking about.
you know how Santa Claus is based on Saint Nicholas.
proper amenities. Are you not able to shower? Like,
Yeah, so apparently they found Saint Nicholas's grave, and tomb in Turkey.
God damn it, man. I knew this year we weren't going to get presents. Fuck.
Wait, so that means we don't get presents?
Dude, the children economy just died. Santa Claus, breaking news, Santa Claus has been confirmed dead for how many hundreds of years? Breaking news, Santa Claus has been confirmed dead for...
Lots of wild shit has happened this year.
Yes. It's not even this. That's not even the start. Next year is going to be even worse.
We're just doing this the dumb way. I just downloaded the MP4 and I'm uploading it. I'm gonna paste it that way.
we're just doing this the dumb way.
Imagine using
And what do you want for Christmas?
Imagine using MP4.
MP4
It's-
Imagine not using it.
natively downloaded as.
Listen, you use MKV.
MKV or MOV?
That which is to be done
That's it.
will be done, and thereby no
Aldo, what do you want for Christmas?
Nothing.
that which is to be done. Your resurrection.
Alright, Blas, let me know if you think now.
I'm
Okay.
a very boring person. I don't celebrate anything. I don't even celebrate my own birthday.
You want to go trick or treating with me next year?
No, as I've told you,
Hey, yeah. Oh, that worked this time. Yeah.
as I've told you before, I have never trick or treated in my entire life.
Same here, nor will I ever intend to begin.
I remember going to school and then people would be like dressed up as like all these stupid things. And then I'd be like,
I will dress up as the person who plays video games for 12 to 16 hours on the weekend.
Not even peeing is bad.
Meaning that I'm going to play that many games the night before and show up completely sleep deprived at your doorstep asking for sweets. Yes.
I did have someone
Trick or treat. Here's the treat. Here's the treat. Here's the trick. You know.
I did that.
I'll explain to you about the human-animal hybrids and the reptilians beneath.
Oh my God.
Shut up.
I did have one person ask me like what I was dressed up as, and I literally said myself.
And then you have to go, rawr.
Oh my God.
Savage, dude.
Yeah, it's literally completely delirious. Go up to someone's fucking doorstep saying, "Oh yeah, trick or treat. Here's the trick. I'm gonna tell you about the human-animal hybrids." All right. I don't know what I'm doing here. Everything feels like I'm walking through water, and I haven't slept in 2 days.
But yeah,
Yeah.
MP4.
Just leave it at that.
MP4 isn't a codec format, unlike what most people think. It's a container format, just like MKV. And
I'm
for
gonna send us an MP4 file this Christmas.
okay, and for a container format, it doesn't do that well. MKV is much better.
All that Aldo wants for Christmas is people to use MKV more.
There's a lot more I want.
MKV.
There's a lot more I want.
What else do you want?
I want
Optimus.
I want my 10 bitcoins back.
There you go.
He donated them to everybody else.
If you woke up one morning and accidentally entered the seed phrase to Satoshi's wallet, what would you do?
Which one? Because hypothetically,
I would do nothing.
hypothetically, if you
Keep my damn mouth shut.
if you entered the seed phrase to like the first Bitcoin wallet, you actually couldn't use it at all because there was a bug in the code. So the first block's content are like completely unusable.
Yeah, we're not talking about the first blocks. No, not talking about that.
I would probably
The wallet that remains that holds a lot of value.
I would probably inscribe a message.
Yes. There's many,
I
many
would
wallets.
probably inscribe a message saying Monero is fulfilling my current vision. And
Oh my fucking god. That's horrible.
Wow. You're
You do realize that whoever is like the Monero dev is gonna get arrested the following day. Like, how did you access Satoshi's
I'm
wallet?
pre-
What the fuck is this?
I'm pretty sure he's actually already been arrested. The main guy before it's like several times.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I would also shit on Bitcoin SV.
Alright, acceptable.
And then I would also shit on Craig Wright. Tell him to kill. Oh no, I can't say that.
Oh my god. Wow. Something. I can't say that.
I would say, well done holding that one in, but you planned that.
No, I actually didn't. I was actually very close to saying it.
This is the first vendor find I've got, but it's an enormous upgrade.
Nice.
Imagine, imagine you get access to Satoshi's wallets. What is the first thing you do?
You don't do anything.
I would post the key on X and see what happens.
Oh my god.
I just ruin your day.
Bro's about to destroy all of cryptocurrency.
No. I would do what he did, and I would probably. I don't even know, man.
It's
I
all
might take,
all not fun and games until like a fucking terrorist organization or North Korea or something gets access to those coins.
You gotta do something silly with it, like take out like $5. I need to buy a coffee.
Columbus say to the Spanish.
No, put it back.
The whole world would absolutely like blow up and melt, and people would be so bewildered. You'd be like, yeah, I just got coffee.
Yeah, exactly. You can like send it to someone's wallet. Here, you there, go buy some coffee for yourself. Send like, 0.0000 something Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get you 14 trillion more coffees if you'd like.
Columbus say to the Spanish. Columbus say to the Spanish.
Say that again? Yeah, like 14
But
trillion
the crypto
coffees.
prices would
Let me know.
absolutely crash because they've already assumed that Bitcoin, Satoshi's Bitcoin is lost.
Yep.
But I mean, if you had access to like that amount, say like whatever it be, like $50-100 billion, that.
Also, it could be kind of bullish that Satoshi is back. If he's accessing his wallets, that's kind of bullish.
Maybe.
No, not really.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think it would be super.
Actually, no, it would be the worst thing ever. But actually, here's the thing. If, say, somebody gets access to it, everybody would know that that's bullshit somehow. And the first thing that's going to happen is panic selling.
Yeah,
That's the
sorry.
first
What do
thing
you
that's
mean?
going to happen.
What do you mean? Everyone would figure out it's bullshit somehow.
Because everybody believes, or I think a lot of people believe that Hal Finney is the real Satoshi.
They're
That's
wrong.
actually very mainstream.
They're objectively wrong.
Doesn't matter. It's mainstream. That's the problem. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so if they go by that logic, they say, yes, Hal Finney's Satoshi, thereby he dead, and somebody accessed his wallet. Why else? And what else would you do with that wallet than sell everything that's in it? That will be the rationale of the mainstream, and the mainstream is very big and holds a lot more coins than many people care to acknowledge.
My personal.
So as soon as that happens, it's going to go to shit. Just a little bit and then go back up again.
My personal view is that it's Adam back.
Yeah, he seems quite like it.
Like if you look at Satoshi's emails, if you look at what he's responded to, exact same writing style. You look at their code, both of them code in C++, exact same coding style. Not to mention, Adam Back literally fucking disappeared when Satoshi came around, and then came in when Satoshi disappeared again. And also, he's
What I like about that clip.
He's also responsible for creating Hashcash, which is used in the Bitcoin mining process, right? Which, as I understand, literally almost no one had viewed the paper before the Bitcoin white paper. It's also weird that a lot of the Bitcoin core devs suddenly decided to drop everything and start working for his company out of nowhere. This guy that's like came in very late into the crypto sphere. Suddenly, all the Bitcoin core devs decided this is the company. We're gonna go work for his company.
He's also very maximalist. That's another thing that I think is important to note. Like, if you created Bitcoin and you saw what it became today, you're probably going to have a few reservations about it.
Yeah.
And though technically, look at something like ordinals, which is bringing a lot more activity to Bitcoin. So technically, ordinals, what it is, the act of how they are created, was literally the first thing that whoever Satoshi was did. You know, it's like say, oh, I'm going to inscript a message on the blockchain. Inscribe a message on the blockchain. That's exactly what he did. That was the first fucking act of Bitcoin. So, yeah, he does have reservations about it, but, you know, it's kind of funny. It's kind of ironic.
The times, yeah. Banks on the brink of second bailout or whatever it says. Yeah.
Literally, the first thing of Bitcoin is to have a message. And that was the message. And that was inscribed on the blockchain. Now we're just inscribing fucking images and shit. Now will I say, now, do I think that a lot of this bullshit needs to be inscribed on there? Absolutely not. No. It heavily clogs the fucking blockchain. Nobody needs to create token systems on top of fucking Bitcoin via the BRC bullshit. Stop the fucking BRC spam. That shit is absolutely fucking disgusting, and I hate it. I'm not Satoshi, by the way. I just think it's fucking stupid.
What do you think about stacks?
Same shit.
It would be very funny.
Keep it easy,
It would be
keep it
very
simple, and
funny,
keep it
though.
pure.
It would be very funny though if like one of us was Satoshi, because like that would mean that we literally wrote like a fucking white paper when we were like 6 or 7 or something.
I know, it's ridiculous. There's actually some people who think Adrian's Satoshi. It's so
Yeah,
ridiculous.
bad news for you guys. If I wrote it, I would have been in my 20s. I'm so damn old.
Yeah, so,
Some people still believe that I'm some sort of rogue AGI system from the future, or a Neuralink clone, which is so stupid because nobody understands Neuralink is just an interface. It's not a, you know, it's like saying that the phone and my ability to speak through it makes me the phone clone. The fuck? It's a digital representation device. That's what it's for. That's what oh fuck. I accidentally pressed the button there. So I pressed the wrong button. The mute button is like right next to there where my finger usually goes.
Yeah, don't worry, I unmuted everyone.
Nice. I was like wondering if I didn't get unmuted so quickly.
Yeah.
The narcissist would be fuming now. How dare you override the control? Or like that person, remember the one who says, I am the admin for the space?
Oh yeah, the resident retard.
What? Yeah, what the fuck was that? How would you say shit like this, man?
Oh yeah. She's also making sure to propagandize the community note system.
I know.
That's according to her.
Exactly, it's so funny. It's a huge fucking problem, man. See, a large number of community notes are as a result of very interesting. So you know, it's how do I explain this? Community notes themselves are very cool in that they basically amass the type of people who do a shit ton of research and like to just debunk stuff, and then turn that into a workforce that works for you for free. And it's really, really good. It's awesome. You know, I myself have written some community notes as well. And it's nice to be in the contributor program because I get to see what stuff notes are written on.
yeah, it's interesting. It's a great feature.
By the way,
I love it. Yeah.
Adrian,
Myself.
yeah. So I just so when you muted everyone, I thought like Blythe blocked me or something.
What the fuck?
No.
He did. It's true.
I barely block anybody.
Yeah. So
Can you block me just for the memes? Like, block me for 5 minutes and then unblock me just so I can post a funny picture of it.
So actually, this led me to a question. As far as I understand, if someone blocks you and their co-host, you can't come onto the space, right?
Yes. You can't even listen to it.
Right. So So what if, right? You start a space, and then you make me the co-host, right? And then Blythe comes in with me blocked, and he becomes the co-host. How does that work?
That could work.
That could work, or can't?
Only one way to find out.
Depends on how it's coded. It could be coded where it's only checking on join, and if that's the case, you're going to stay in. Or it could be checking otherwise, and it might not let him in, and it's like a race condition. Whoever's in first wins.
No, because if if I block Blythe and I'm just a listener, right? Then he can be.
I get what you're saying. You're saying if he blocks you and then you're in this space first as co-host, and then he comes in, does it cut you out?
Yes.
That's your question, right?
Or does it stop him? Like what happens?
I thought it'd be based on the host. Like the host is.
Because
Yeah.
if
nothing happens, I think you stay up.
Because if a co-host is blocking you, even if the host hasn't blocked you, if the co-host has blocked you,
there's only one way to figure this one out. Blythe, you want to block out
when does the
real quick?
permission check happen?
Yeah.
When does the blocking check happen?
Sure.
I think it happens on join,
Sure.
so I don't think it's going to happen.
Blythe
I think
blocks
it's
me.
going to work.
Blythe, so okay, so Blythe, first of all, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna remove you from the co-host spot real quick. Then you block Outa, come back in, and I will put you back into co-host.
Okay, all right, we can try it for science, I guess. Why not?
All right, let's do it.
We're experimenting.
And we never heard from him again.
Yeah, never heard from Blythe again. He was perma-banned.
Alright, here we go.
He still hasn't blocked me.
This is funny, man.
I love it.
This shit we come up with.
I know, right? I like we're speculating, and I'm just like, let's try it.
Yeah, Blythe.
It's almost like somebody else that we know that sounds exactly like you.
Okay, Blythe has blocked me.
All right, is he requesting?
I don't see it if he is.
I think you would actually. No, you can. If somebody is like you blocked someone, or somebody's blocked you, I'm pretty sure you can still see the request. Actually, no, you can definitely still see the request. All right, Elliot, I'm gonna bring you up to. Fuck. Actually, no. Hang on. Because if I do that, then he can't come in. Is he requesting?
Oh,
messages.
he just
requesting.
Yeah, he just requested. All
right, let's join him in.
I'm back.
It's working. Okay, now I'm gonna invite you to co-host.
Wow.
Okay. I'm co-host. Okay, so I can still hear you, Outa. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
But it's not the hearing thing. It's that you get kicked if that happens. It's not.
As long, it's like a time thing. It's like what Paul said. Right. So whoever joins first.
I don't think it's a time thing. I think it's an order of operations.
Yeah. So whoever joins first.
Okay, well, at least we figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, switch your codes to this space. Alright, now unblock each other again. And follow each other.
I didn't block him.
Okay, I'll follow back.
Nice.
There we go.
There we go.
Experiment completed. So, to summarize, if somebody's blocked, if somebody who's blocked an individual who is co-hosting, and then that person who's blocked the person who's co-hosting now comes up to co-host with the person that is co-hosting who he has blocked, then basically the person who is co-hosting doesn't get kicked from the space because they're a co-host, even though they're blocked by one of the other co-hosts, which would naturally lead to someone in speaker position being kicked if they're being blocked by a co-host. But if that's not a conventional speaker position, the person who's co-host gets to stay.
Interesting.
Summary right there, bro. Summary right there. Now we're gonna wait for all the ex-revenue people, fucking pseudoscientists to go pick that one apart and explain it more complex than I've just done. And then trip over themselves and go, well, it's like, fuck off.
Exactly.
Top 10 things that were figured out today.
Yes, sir. Science.
Science, bitch.
Actually, did I get kicked from any communities that Blythe is a moderator in?
Oh, shit.
I'm still in Path of Exile 2. I'm in Exac. My moderator there still?
I'm pretty sure.
I can double check.
Yeah, check on the list if Elda's still on.
Oh, I am.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Good. You know, I guess it only works if you like the admin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. So wait, actually no, if you were to be blocked by one of the admins of the community, and you were just a member, you'd get instantly kicked.
Yes.
Damn.
Oh wow, I didn't even think about that.
is known as the man who makes.
I forgot about that because that was like one of the features. Yeah.
People come to you.
Well, good thing that you sort of so there's no chaos.
Perfect.
Oh, I've done over 500, probably.
Yeah. The experiment failed successfully.
Exactly.
Fairly modest. We got ourselves here. Something not too much. They got a
Oh, what webs we untangle, man.
aircraft. This is aircraft technology. Exactly, but in this old car. Exactly. Those hydraulic pumps designed
The
to
fellow
operate
web
aircraft
swinger of the
flaps and
neighborhood.
landing
Oh,
gear
yeah.
are controlled by switches at the driver's seat.
Everybody hates all the swingers, but they will definitely love the fellow web swinger. If I swing around on the websites, does it mean I'm also a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man in the internet sense? And if I troll people, am I the not friendly Spider-Man? Or the net man? Am I the web man? If I'm called Miriam, am I Miriam Webster?
And crowds to this Espanola parking lot on Good Friday. Look at that. To see who
These are questions that need to be asked.
whether
By the way, I have this really strange compulsion that I find spiders very interesting, and I so happen to sleepwalk by climbing walls.
Wild.
This is an actual thing, by the way. I'm not aware of any of this. I just wake up the next morning and get to hear the story. Oh yeah, by the way, you were on top of this place looking like Spider-Man. And I can't fucking control that shit.
It's crazy.
It just happens. I wake up the next morning like, oh, I don't feel like I slept too well. And then I get to hear the story. Oh yeah, by the way, you were on the roof.
You used to work out in your sleep, didn't you?
I keep trying to access my computer as well, but the exhaustion sets in, but the work never leaves you, I suppose. Alright, pan is heating up. Nice little stick of butter is glazing it. Yes.
For the sizzle, yeah.
Yep. Alright, into the steam. Yeah.
Did you see this post?
Check a look. Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Made me lose my shit. It's really funny.
in this video,
It is pretty good. That was a good reply, man. X is such an awesome place.
adhesive is
I
applied
know,
to the wall, and then a tool with multiple openings is
I should
used
change
to
my
twist
X
half-circle
name to
patterns,
Dr.
creating a textured design across the surface.
Or you just buy like a
Does
small
anybody
piece of
else-
property in Great Britain. You know, like there's a very specific
Lords. Yeah,
Oh,
Lords.
yeah, but it's almost like a lord on paper. It's like a millionaire on paper, but it's all just debt.
Remarkable urban development stories
Wow.
in modern history. This evolution unfolded over the last
I
few
have a lot
decades
of
fueled by
liabilities,
visionary
bro.
policies, investments, technological innovation,
Adrian.
and a phenomenon known
Yeah,
Adrian.
as China speed.
You
Yes.
would not believe
Today,
who's
Shenzhen
listening
is
to
a
us.
city of over 17 million.
I assume send me
The
screenshots.
highest GDPs in China. It's known for its futuristic
Slapping the steak in the pan right now. It's so good. If it could say yep, daddy, it would.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I had to say it. What the fuck is this?
We're gonna move.
Actually, yeah, what the fuck is
But we're
this?
gonna start in that position.
It's this person.
And then we're gonna move the hip both to the left and to the right, okay?
Dear
Start that
God,
way.
man.
That's it. That's it. Twist the body with it. And enjoy it. Because it's all fun.
Can you check Discord?
Let me see. What did you send me?
What the fuck is this? What What the fuck is this, dude? What kind of programming is that? Here are a set of conditions. Oh my god, dude. Here's a set of conditions. If not met, self-destruction. What the fuck?
So dude's putting out there, Luigi?
What happened?
Is that what Luigi's putting out there, or is it something else?
No, it's all else.
Should we? Should we? I don't know.
Want to see an amazing
I
craft?
don't know.
I don't know.
Right here is working on quite a large project.
Perhaps only if,
He's using bamboo
well, I mean,
to
look,
do
here's the
it.
thing. If I'm not being followed, then literally no one's going up here. That's 100%
He needs to
man.
weave all the pieces
Unless you're
slowly
like a
and
tech
correctly.
CEO that's like created multi-billion-dollar businesses, you know, that's a thing. Yeah, unless you've created that and you're not following me, there's no way of getting up on this fucking stage. I work very hard to create the very things that are before your eyes. There will be no freebies here. There is only value, or there is silence. This is the way. The only way. Like, for real. I'm not kidding. It's not a troll, it's not anything. That's an actual fucking statement. That's legit. My steak is sizzling very nice. It's doing its
I
thing.
hear that.
Yeah. I like the fact that I have to just like keep it in the pan like this so it just goes through its whole process while I can just like clean my dishes simultaneously. So I get to do two things at the same time. And that is how we go.
Super efficient.
Yeah, the answer to this outer is unless they're following, that's a hard pass on a no, man. That's my signal. I state things deliberately with a lot of intent without hiding much of its meaning. As a matter of fact, there's more meaning in the thing itself than many people would imagine. It's just language. Kind of reminds me of this like fucking weird ass song with some real crazy fucking music video. I don't know why it reminds me of something. It's kind of funny. You know the what is it called? Genghis Khan? You know?
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes I get a little Genghis Khan. I don't know, something like that.
The fucking Genghis Khan.
Yeah, he like Genghis Khan was like, bro, he made sure that his that the genealogy of his bloodline is continuous in literally almost anyone.
Yeah, 0.5% of the planet, 0.5% of the entire planet, and 8% in what used to be the Mongolian Empire. So 8% of everyone in the fucking Mongolian Empire, but with the landmass is like related to Genghis Khan.
Alright, so Alda, here's the thing. Genetic heritage, right? Considering what you just told me, I think we can make a PhD on this. And you know what that PhD is going to be?
What?
Given that genetic heritage may be a thing, hypothetically, because a lot of people these days are gay, would it mean that Genghis Khan might have been closeted? Could that be? We gotta study it.
Oh my
The Genghis Khan hypothesis. You heard it here first. This is a thing. And I've started it. I'm gonna fucking spread this everywhere. And the academics that are gonna lose their fucking minds.
You should demand a PhD from Cambridge or Oxford for this.
So literally, think about this. This is even as great branding. The Genghis Khan hypothesis. Let's fucking go.
He did like Marco Polo, didn't he?
Hey Marco, why is Polo hiding?
That was a secret game between
And what
him
part
and
is he hiding, and how are you helping him hide it?
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan? Oh my god. Dude, he's gonna look at us from fucking wherever bro is in the soul realm and be like, what the fuck is this? Think about that most likely. Get that submitted somewhere. Yeah. It would be actually very real. Very, not real, but very easy to do. Here's how it works. Right, you lay out the hypothesis, and then you lay out the logical reasoning behind said hypothesis. And you get to put a lot of scientific documentation there, a lot of description of exactly what that is, and then submit that. And yeah, we could do that. Then I will be PH done. Because maybe I have soured the waters a little bit. That's how it's gonna go. Oh, by the way, funny thing I just remembered. Remember the weird girl who made the sex joke that went viral everywhere?
Yeah.
Oh, how she defrauded people out of...
Yeah, exactly. It's almost, I mean, look, here's the thing. Here's my personal opinion on this, and I stand by this.
Actually, you know what? Fuck those people.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, listen to me. My personal opinion on this, anyone who invested in this, thinking they were going to get any returns whatsoever, deserve to lose their money to this. And here's why. It's a very simple thing. Sentiment of a person whose claim to fame was to be a basic blonde bitch that did the most basic of basic blonde bitch things to do, that is get drunk during their free time and make a sex joke on camera with no regard to their own personal reputation. If you think that this tokenized meaning is something worth investing in, you deserve to get completely and absolutely rugged by exactly this occurrence. That's on you, man. If you think that this is a person to take financial advice from, or whose words to be followed, you deserve to kind of get fucked, because that is stupid as fuck. I'm sorry. I know this is very harsh. This is a very harsh opinion to have, but this is the real world. And if you listen to any of these weird is because of the fact that government has stepped in on your behalf. So you being unsatisfied with the way that things are today is the direct result of this governance that you desired and that you amplified, thinking that was going to be the solution. It's like saying, oh my god, I got my stuff stolen because of crypto. It's not because of crypto, it's because somebody utilized crypto in order to pull a fucking pyramid scheme on your ass. It's because of the pyramid scheme, not the crypto. It's the same thing with gun violence. It's not the guns that there is, it's not because of the guns that there is violence, it's because of the people who are using it that create violence using those guns, that guns are seen as bad. It's the people, not the guns. Same with anything. I think guns are an incredible tool, but there's just certain people who should not have access to it because they're fucking stupid about it and will cause massive amounts of societal harm. That's simply how it is. And the same thing also applies to fucking crypto. You should be free to succeed or massively fail in this thing that is completely decentralized. This is the reason why you've entered it. It doesn't need to be more centralized. You want to be more centralized? Go into the fucking fiat thing, do your Web3 stuff, and guess what? You'll get fucked less. Or you will get fucked even more. There's like two abstracts, and there's hardly any in between. There's either absolute wins or absolute fucking losses. And that's it. It's the Wild West. Let it be wild. That's why it's there. And for those who can't take it, fuck off. Simple thing. You don't have to invest in this shit. You don't have to put your fucking money into this cryptocurrency and then using it to fucking exchange it for useless shit. You don't have to do this. Nobody told you to do this. And if they did and you listened, you deserve to have lost it. That's how this works. I don't understand why this is like such a difficult concept for the majority to grasp. And even worse for all these people who says we want more legislation to also by that extent grasp. Like, you don't want more of it. You want less of it because it's fucking up everything. Clearly, we can see that nothing is really working as well as it does when you execute on the specific false vision of reality. It's fucking stupid as shit, man. But regardless, I digress. I think she's definitely an entrepreneur, for doing this. Do you think people are going to label her an entrepreneur? Dude, what about the main industries and shit, that have represented her? Like, how do you come back from this? You know what I mean? Like, damn.
You don't, yeah.
She hasn't been active in days. Like, how do you come back from this?
Didn't she make like $40 million or something? Like, it's insane.
It's probably her manager just telling her to do this shit.
Oh, there's our friend Lawyer Cat. I'll invite him up.
Dude, they dropped the ball with fucking CoffeeZilla there, dude.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Lawyer Cat, what's up, man?
Oh, I just woke up. I had the glorious sleep.
Yeah, that was
glorious sleep after beating Act 2.
That was an epic night. Well,
yeah, I posted a clip. Yeah, of us killing the boss there, so check that out. Fun, super fun. Yeah, we're hoping to run with you again soon.
Yeah, I woke up just like a few minutes ago, and it was like that. You know that song where it's like,
yeah.
Let's go. And that's how I felt.
Exactly.
So how you feeling?
I mean, I feel awesome. We had a killer capstone to our night, beating Act 2 and getting into Act 3 a little bit. And
we haven't even intended to do that. What if we beat Act 3 tonight? I don't know.
I'm still at the beginning. I haven't done any of the quests really yet. Just got to the town.
I mean, I have tons of energy. I could literally go all night right now. So let's do it.
Cool, yeah.
He's committed.
Did you manage to look at the runes available? Runes and the soul gems or shit.
Yeah, I'm still looking that up. Give me a sec here.
Because our gear has massively improved our ability to do shit.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. This game has like some interesting progression, I'll say that.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very rewarding. I'm not even sure what exactly the point of it is. I don't like some of the quests and shit, realistically, but it's very, it's very diverse, you know what I'm saying?
And they give you skill points, like a lot of them, which is kind of cool, like getting those extra skill points.
Speed grind is not too bad as well. Like, it's actually, you're being rewarded by chasing higher level content.
Yeah, what I like about the game is that they reward you for leaning in, basically. Like, if
go hard and push yourself, that usually results in better benefits for you. And if you don't, that's fine. It's just going to be a lot lower of an experience, and you might not feel like it's as fun. Precisely. I mean, look, we just kept advancing and advancing and advancing because the challenge is pretty good. Unintentionally, might add. So that really creates very interesting benefits. So all the bosses to us kind of feel the same in terms of difficulty. Because as we improve and we take higher challenges, we also kind of improve ourselves. And so then the newer bosses, they kind of have the same difficulty as the first bosses we've actually beaten when we beat them. Maybe even a little bit easier. I think that's true. And I do think we pick up like knowledge and skills and muscle memory and things that help us for the next boss too. So I get what you're saying about it being a little easier. For me, it's like every boss, or like every hard boss, not even every boss, but like some of them, the multi-phase ones, the ones with a lot of like instant kill or that kind of stuff. Like it takes a few tries, but we get it down, we internalize the mechanics, and then we nail it. Exactly. I mean, we did that shit fucking fast too. I mean, that stuff with the torch, I would have never noticed that.
Exactly.
Well, so what I did was a couple of times when I died early in the fight, I got the opportunity to just sit there and watch. And one time I just kept watching even after everybody was dead, just to see like as much of the mechanics and what was going on as I could. Yeah, we nailed it. Mm-hmm. It was fascinating. Also gotta love like whoever developed this, because dude, skill in this game is actually being very rewarded. You know what I mean? Like you can progress if you have the skill.
Yeah. You gotta dodge.
The gear helps, of course. Yeah. Like the gear helps, but even with low gear, you can still kind of progress. Like I soloed the Executioner with some really low level shit. Most of my gear is like sub-level 10 gear.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I like my jewelry, my boots, my gloves, all of it, like low-level shit. Yep,
have you tried buying some off the website? I use the PoE trade thing.
No, not ready yet. I haven't felt the need. Any content that I haven't clear immediately, it's been more of a skill issue than a gear issue. Yeah. The gear just like ups the damage factor. Like I can hit mobs now in 3 and kind of take them out very easily. Like even some of the bigger guys, I can kind of solo them.
Yeah.
Mercenaries are just a heavy damage class. Be satisfied. Mercs are very interesting kind of squish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel that at all, except because we're in X3, my resistance are a little fucked. I've got negative 20 fire resist, so that hurts. And like, say for instance, something, say, having a minion guy is very good, because the minions are just acting as a fucking meat shield, and they keep the fucking people in place, so you can just keep off the shit out of them as a team, and then hit them with everything, and you can fucking blow them up. I think in play, having a witch or like somebody like that is pretty important. Partly just because they have like equipment that gives bonuses to all of their allies, which like mostly for the Are you lagging or am I lagging?
He's breaking up a little bit, yeah.
Damn. Stand everyone! It's the Empire! Yeah, I don't know why my sound quality is shit. Like, I have FiOS. I have a good phone.
You sound fine now. It's just breaking up a little bit.
Oh. I bet it's my fucking computer in my office.
Oh no.
And then just put in as there's the heat blowing like right at me, and if the phone is picking up the cross breeze, that might.
Yeah, that could be it. Actually, kind of sounds like it.
I thought you were talking overheat or like AC draw screen with inputs.
Nope, I
was imagining that all wrong.
You haven't seen
Tiny
any
old
rich
house,
young
house
farmers
naturally.
around here, have you? I'm looking for one to get married to.
Did you know when Dwight used the famous...
What was the name again? Fucking, I still remember it. The name of what? Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. So, in response, of course, to the assassination thing, our dear guy from the 2018, remember? The thing I said, there's like many groups.
Yeah.
And like I said, they just sometimes post things out there that are acting as a troll. An example of this is, this guy posted, "Guns don't kill people, data engineers kill people." Do you understand? That is so good. This guy is fucking unhinged, man.
Wait, how is the data engineer killing people?
Ask him. Here, pinned up at the top. Ask him. I want to see his response, actually. I think what he's saying is that data engineers are evil. That's why I left.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So you're kind of trying to piggyback off of a trend while simultaneously introducing your own thoughts as a meme into the system, and you let confusion take the rest of the process out for you. It's a good time to post shit like this, effectively. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So, Elliot, you want to go and ask him that question?
Well, no, I get it, but I just wanted to ensure that I was on the right track there.
Mm-hmm. At the time where he's fighting order reigns.
It is. It is, because people like me and Mark are exactly the people that are responsible for data engineering. It's like, thanks, man. That makes me feel great about myself.
Well, okay, it's not like you as an individual are necessarily evil. It's more about like how are
the entities which tell the data engineers what to do with it.
Well, and like ones who are willing to like mass collect and share people's data without their permission. Like I feel like there is a certain ethos there that I don't really vibe with. At the same time, I don't think being a data engineer by itself is actually inherently evil, as much as there are a number of them who do very shady things to make money.
Yeah. What the heck is even is data engineering? What even is that? What is this term?
It's like you without extra steps.
What? Me without extra steps? I don't know if I'm following.
It's like a weird combination of a statistician and a dev with a very limited dev skill set. Well, I didn't want to say it like that, but sure. Yeah, I work with enough of them.
There you go. That's the answer I want to hear. I work with them. That's how I know.
Like, do I actually know what they do? No. But it's my understanding that they're basically, like, they have, like, a very limited ability to work with certain kinds of spreadsheets. And that's about the extent of their dev skill set. And then they're mostly just tracking data and, like, doing the stats on it.
So just providing a report about something in a CSV file, or what?
Yeah, it's mostly CSVs.
And how much do these people make?
It varies, but not a ton with the entities I work with.
Data engineer. junior salary. United States, 95,000.
Wow.
That's, dude.
Imagine doing that in Europe.
Yeah.
And I'd say the ones I work with probably make like 70K.
Yeah.
If you're senior in Europe, it's probably like 50K.
So this is the type of thing, like, whenever people talk about these kind of jobs, I'm like, man, why don't I just apply to like 800 companies and get like 5 jobs at once, spend 1 hour on them per week at like 10x productivity, and they think I'm some god, and I'm only actually working 1 hour out of the week, and then I make like $1 million per year salary, you know?
That's still thing. Like a meme is, especially with AI.
It doesn't work that way. Well, how's one gonna figure out that I'm working for the other?
It really does work. I've had to deal with it at work, and it's kind of a problem sometimes because most companies don't have a policy that prohibits outside employment. Reason to have one, but ultimately, like, you can be aware, right, that your employee is getting all of their work done, and also apparently all the work done for like 3 or 4 other jobs at the same time. But yeah, it's definitely nice.
Yeah, no, but what I mean is, if you're really that productive and you're making 200-300K per job, it's unlikely that you're only gonna work for ad. It's unlikely that the company's not gonna give you enough work to where you're gonna have more time for work.
So, what should I do? I think it.
Well, see, this is the trick, though. You never let on how productive you really can be.
What should I do? Exactly.
Save America.
That is the secret to all of it, and that's.
You cannot imagine how common this is at work. People will do the absolute bare minimum and not a single millimeter above that because they don't get rewarded for the extra effort.
100% correct. That's how I've managed my whole career. That's how I have a job. I technically have more clients and do more work than anyone else. But I have more time to myself, and I spend more time on the internet and playing video games than any of my colleagues that I know because I'm highly productive, and I just piece out my work like I piece out the delivery work like it's a hamster feeder water dropper. Like I have a pile of work ready to deliver to clients that I hand out over time, but I'm always doing more work than I'm handing out. And my clients are getting a constant drip of my work, so they're happy. And well, I've got tons of time to myself. But I just no desire to get another job with that time.
Absolutely. That's a very. I look up to that. See, it's either like you're on. I mean, you guys saw the pictures of like Greg Yang, for instance, when they're all in the lab there, and they're like working, 16, 18-hour days every single day, and they're just like pumping stuff out too. Like I want either that environment and like go all in on something, or have time to build up something else and be able to practice while doing the minimum work required for a job. Right? It's either all in or like bare minimum. I'm nowhere in between that. I can't manage that. Nope, not happening.
I vibe with that a lot. I love when something comes along that motivates me to throw my whole life into it. Like those moments are some of the most like developmental, informative moments for me personally. But yeah, I might as well try to enjoy my life in the meantime.
It's like that one part in Joe Rogan's conversation with Naval, where he's like, you do a sprint, and then you step back a little bit after the sprint, and you recalibrate, and you do another sprint after, and you recalibrate, and you do another sprint, right? Like this. You have this period of maybe like 3 to 6 months where you're just going absolutely ham on something, and then you get maybe a few months time to just chill back and post a little bit, play some games, catch up with friends, whatever. Dude, that I can't think of any more fun way to live, dude. That some people would say that's like hyper unstable, and I understand that, but that's how I operate, man. Like, I'm sorry, but that's how I operate. I can't do anything but that. It's so fucking fun, dude. Just to literally, Adrian saw me in the midst of that 6-month sprint. He caught me there.
Yeah, but that's real.
Yeah.
It's actually a way that like people who have brains, like if you're autistic or if you have like bipolar even, I think that that's like a really strong way that bipolar people can be successful professionally is if they time their like sprints with their mental health cycles, right? And they're able to like really push themselves when they're more manic and feeling themselves, and they're able to withdraw and take care of themselves when they downswing. They can actually be really productive and successful people. And I know people who manage, like bipolar and having a high level successful career.
Oh, this is the positive end of that spectrum. The negative end of the people who do the bare minimum is when other people who want to do above that and want to advance are being discouraged for doing more, right? Let's say, for instance, work in an office environment, we're churning out these types of spreadsheets, analysis, weekly analysis, and it takes, like we say, we have to start the analysis 2 days before the work week ends. So, like, basically, we're in free fall mode, and it looks from the outside like we're doing constant research, but really not doing much of anything for, like, the first day at least. We're just basically doing this so that it looks like we're doing work, but we basically already have the day off by the end of the week because we already did all the work. So then somebody comes along and says, okay, we can actually do this in a single day. Why do we need 2 days? Now, if somebody does this, the group that wants to do it in 2 days because they want the extra day for free, they are going to discourage this person from thinking like that. And they're actually going to put him down and try to shit talk him as much as possible. The hardest workers, majority of the cases, will be spoken down upon. The shit will be spoken about them for no reason other than the fact that they actually want to do work, solid work.
Wait, I'm trying to understand this. So the toughest workers, the hardest workers in the company are talked down upon in that all they want to do is work. And that's the negative part about them.
Yes, because they make everyone else who want to perform at subpar look like they're performing subpar. Because if somebody comes along and just effortlessly does this shit, working hard.
That's a thing, right? When you get into some like lazy software engineering company and they're like, for instance, like IBM or maybe Google even, and you go in and you're on some new team and you're like 5 times faster than everybody there and you're 5 times smarter and everything, and you're like this junior who all you've done is tinkered with little projects in your bedroom, but you're just like a hella fast typer and you use NeoVim. When you blow past those people, they're not going to be happy because now, in order to keep their manager happy, they have to stay up to par, or at least get close to where you are, right? Yeah, I've heard this often.
Or your position is threatened. See? Yeah. They look for more people, be like, man, this new guy's really performing. Maybe we should bring in more new guys.
Yeah.
And ditch the least performative. Yeah, say?
I think it depends a lot on the kind of work that you're doing. I would say the kind of work that I do, which is like general counsel and defense work typically, I get problems when they come in. And so by training my clients well, I've been able to minimize the problems. I'd say when I started, my job was like 90% problems and 10% helping with like development and new projects. And over time, I've been able to manage the problem workload down considerably. And there's been a slight increase in my clients' ability to do development and new projects as a result. But that's still not nearly as much work overall as when you have like a problem client, issues in multiple departments, and you've got like new shit popping up all the time for 10 different clients. So like if you have a job where you work is specialized and only deal with certain issues when they come up, I guess it's a little bit different because it's not like we're churning out work on a regular basis where there's like a competition as much as everybody's just dealing with a different problem set constantly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Different areas of work. Yeah. I mean,
See, it's
that's
great to optimize things and have free time. It's good because it keeps you be a very motivated worker. Overworking becomes a bit of an issue there in some ways, but the problem is the laziness aspect. That's where things get fucked up, because that's where, say, for instance, let's say you don't do that much work, but the work you do is extremely high quality, right? And there's no room for error. I'd rather have this person technically work less by perception of volume than work more and then have a degradation in quality. Like, I need to have 100%. And I'm going to get 100%. 100% of the time. Because I don't want less. See, that's all fine. That's all good. And that's kind of what Laura Caddy was explaining. You got to be the 100% for as much as you can and optimize wherever possible because it's work smarter, not harder. Right? That's the idea. The bad side of this is like when it's like when you have somebody in construction or like doing some maintenance or something, and then they call this guy and they say, "Nah, I know a specific example of this, a real world thing. I'm not saying everybody's doing that, but I've seen an example of this where somebody's like, oh, hey, by the way, boss just called and he said, hey, how's the progress? You know, how's it all going? And he says, oh, yeah, we're doing very well here. We're almost finished with this. We're staying on task. The deadline's going to be reached at this point, and I think we're actually going to reach it a little bit ahead. But yeah, we're staying on task. Everything's working well. We're probably going to have it ready for you by the end of the week. Or something like that, right? Because you have like a deadline that's supposed to be approaching for the thing that you're building, and they're just going to say, okay, I'm busy for all of the time or most of the time that the deadline takes. Now, some people, they actually are finished before anything that's anywhere near the deadline, but still get paid for the amount of work that they're doing, even though they're technically not doing any of the work at all, just by the fact that they're time and that they're saying, oh, hey, I'm still at work technically, thereby I still get paid, even though technically all of the work is finished. And so now you have the case where somebody's like, with this example, oh, hey, you know, we're staying on task, everything's good. And then, you know, you end the call in the moments after, you just look around. And it's like, bro, they haven't done shit in 3 days. And this other guy over there is like doing some bullshit around with a shovel. Like, stuff like that. That happens a lot more than people imagine. That's a bad thing, right? So the work is finished. And then you're just keeping the problem going for longer so you can extract the maximum amount of revenue. Technically smart, but kind of scummy. That's why I think like hourly rate is a huge disadvantage, because you're incentivized to take as much time as you humanly can. Like, practically can. No. Even with consultancy, same thing. Like, the majority of consultancy is built to basically waste as much of your time as possible so that they get paid more for the time. Easy task. Dilute it as much as possible. Extract max amount of revenue out. I see this fucking absolutely everywhere.
Oh yeah, I have friends who work for consultants who definitely get away with inflating their time because it's in the interest of their employer.
Bingo. And they get bonuses, you know? Oh, hey, you bring this much money in this year. Absolutely amazing shit. Here you go. You know? If somebody else, they work hard, taking on multiple cases. Rose's is fucking stuck on one, inflating the super easy one to make it look like it's super difficult, so you get paid more.
With wide availability of LLMs, I can't imagine that there are consultants working hard anywhere these days.
By the way, the main purpose of a consulting firm isn't even to actually do any consulting. It's there so they can basically save the CEO's ass in case they make a bad decision.
Mm-hmm. Or provide cover to run a company into the ground. I mean, oh yeah, we just did what the consultant that it didn't work out.
Boom. Exactly.
CYA all day.
Wait, Oda, can you explain this idea of the consultancy covering up the CEO in case of bad decisions? I don't understand this yet.
Okay, so basically, you seem to have a lot of information missing about how the real world works, but...
Oh my god, dude.
Don't
insult people straight out the gate. What the fuck?
Sorry.
Just, dude, hey, I'm going to educate you really hard. Basically, you don't know shit. Here we go.
Fine.
I'm partly kidding. But basically, let's say what the main purpose of a consulting firm is, especially the big ones, is that they're a well-known brand, and the general public, the investors, have trust in those. So you, as a public company, start hiring these consulting firms. They give you a 500-page fucking PowerPoint about why you should take the decision that you're taking. And even if you think it's a good idea, even if all your VPs think it's a good idea, even if all your, employees think it's a good idea, they can't really take that to the fucking shareholders. They need something concrete to show the shareholders. Yes, we know the consulting firm has come to the same conclusion that everyone working at the company has come to, yes. But they actually have the data and the PowerPoint and a ton of research and whatever fucking bullshit to actually show. And that makes the shareholders pleased if there's a need to kind of turn around the company or need to change strategy or whatever the fuck whenever they need to do something drastic.
It's an insurance policy.
If it does work out, then they get to take all the credit. If it doesn't work out, they can just say, oh, we hired this consulting firm, I guess they were wrong. That is the main purpose of a consulting firm. It's not to tell you what to do. The employees, the managers, the CEO, unless they're complete dumbasses, know what the fuck to do. The consulting firm isn't there to tell them what to do. The consulting firm is there to appease the shareholders, the public shareholders.
So it's kind of like they told us to do it, so therefore it's not our fault, even though we actually made the decision and put the final step in? That's what that is?
If you're hiring like a Deloitte or an Ernst & Young, yeah, it's absolutely that. I paid a world-renowned company a lot of money to do this, therefore they should have been trustworthy, so I have deniability for making a dumb decision because I trusted somebody that should have been reputable.
So it's not the dumb decision of following through with their advice, it's the dumb decision of hiring them and you won't again, so it's kind of like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
It's a permanent get-out-of-jail-free card because you can hire them again and it's still not going to matter.
Yeah, it's basically I want to go through this decision. We want to go through a decision as a company, right? Let's say I'm the CEO of Google. Let's say example. I want to do something differently. I need a way to justify that to the general public. I need a way to justify that to the investors. I can't just say I'm gonna fucking do this because I feel like it. I need to show them a bunch of evidence for why I'm doing it. So you hire a consulting firm to basically come up with the reasons you want to do that thing. And if it doesn't work out, then you blame the consulting firm. If it does work out, you take all the credit. But it's there to kind of appease the public shareholders. Even if everyone at the company knows what the right move is, they still feel like they have to do it because the shareholders, who are, if we're honest, complete dumbasses, don't know.
So
and a lot of them, yeah.
Here's an IT example of this. So think about penetration testing for a second. Almost any security person who's an in-house guy at an IT shop is able to do a penetration test. They can take their laptop, they can go home, they can run it. And they know what they're doing. It's some are more complex than others, but anybody who's halfway competent ought to be able to do it on their own. But it's no good if that individual does it. It has to be done by an outside third party because it's you checking your own stuff. And it's the same thing with consultancies. It's insurance for the people that care. So yeah, I can deny that something was my bad idea for one, but it's also a confidence builder when I'm trying to push something through and I'm trying to drive an agenda. Hey, look, this person who you should respect also agrees with me. So it can be a get things done kind of thing, yeah.
That's what I said was like a 500-page PowerPoint.
Exactly.
Of why what you're trying to do is a good idea.
Yep.
You might know it's a good idea, but you're not gonna come up with a 500-page PowerPoint of why it's a good idea. It's a consultant's job to come up with that shit for the general public and the shareholders.
Interesting. So, do all these big companies just hire like stupidly expensive consulting firms to cover their asses? Is this how like?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't actually do any consulting. What they do.
Tell me what I want to hear.
Is the CEO has some plan. We want to push through this plan. Come up with a 500-page fucking PowerPoint that I can show to the investors of why this plan is a good idea. And they get to attach a big fat Deloitte name on it, or whatever, afterwards.
Got it. That makes a lot of sense.
So, out is not wrong, but it's also bigger than that. These big consulting firms, a lot of times, will have different shops that perform different functions, depending on what the situation is. Some parts and groups don't even really represent or the interests of the entities that they're consulting with. Sometimes they have other third-party interests, perhaps a hedge fund who has a large short position in a company and wants the company to go into the ground, and they happen to go out looking for a consultant and hire one of the firms, because usually these well-positioned funds will have connections to multiple consulting firms, and the firms will recognize that this is one of the companies that has been heavily shorted by their hedge fund client. So they will direct them to the shop that basically consults, because sometimes companies really do go looking for a consultant. But what actually happens is these hedge funds will also place board members at the company so that the board can hire the particular consultants that they have connections to. But then the consultant ends up giving the advice that runs the company into the ground. The company goes to zero, the shorts never have to close their positions, and they get to walk away with all the money. And then what also happens, share price drops to near zero, and then when it's down to like the 1 penny level, they do what's called a seller boxing, where they buy up all the shares at once, and then they own the company and they can take its assets and distribute the assets.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that was the plan of a lot of these hedge funds when they were shorting retail during the pandemic. Like that's how the GameStop people were able to get it to pop up to such high levels.
Well, no, there's more than that. They were able to pop it up because they literally bought more than 100%. And short, they bought more than 100% of the shares in shorts.
Yes, but that is the practice across a number of different stocks. There is a whole...
Yeah, but the idea is what the GameStop people figured out was that the company literally cannot pay back more than 100% of its shorts.
Yes.
So if those people just held it, and the company's going to get... Yeah, because they legally have to return the shares, they would have to buy it up at any price.
Yes, that's true. If there's a margin call, which means the short holder's collateral position drops to such a level that they can't maintain the margin requirements for the shorts that they were loaned, then they will have to repay those short shares that they borrowed at whatever the market price is, and their collateral will be spent to acquire those shares. And if their collateral isn't enough to acquire the shares, there are insurance policies that go up to a company called the DTCC that will cover the market price for those shares up to, the insurance is like trillions of dollars. So it's interesting that it had the potential to go infinite like that. their theories. The shorts still haven't actually closed their positions, but it was mathematically impossible to do so because of the amount of retail buying in that late January to February 21 period. But that's just a theory. You know, the data has been changed so much, actually changed the definition of shorting for Ortex, so that what they report as a short share is different than what it used to be. So a lot less are reported these days too.
Does anybody know how to put jewels into the passive tree? Total.
Yeah. So you unlock various pathways, and then eventually you hit a point where there's an empty circle where a jewel can go in. You put the jewel in that.
Yeah, and also you can roll your jewel if you have like a blue one. You can make it rare using a regal orb, and then exalt it if you want. Try to get a lot of properties on it because it's a good benefit to you.
Yeah, I've got.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm waiting.
I have a jewel.
Regal turn magic into rare. Yeah, Regals turn magic into rare, and Exalted add additional modifiers to said rare. By the way, modifiers cannot be exchanged unless, of course, you are using a Chaos Orb, but that shit is literally random for something else random.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have a Chaos Orb, and I'm terrified to actually use it.
Same. I have no idea where anyone would buy these fucking things.
I bricked an item by using a Chaos Orb. Don't do it. Even if you have, like, one good modifier and, 3 bad ones, don't do it.
See, I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
By the way, Lord Cat, what do you think about penny trading?
I mean, I think it's a less regulated securities trading environment where it's prone to the same fuckery, but on even higher levels because there are less people paying attention.
Penetrating your mom.
That wasn't funny.
Did that.
That was not funny.
You asked me the same shit and I actually forgot. Man, fuck.
It's pretty funny with your thought.
It's not as good. It's not as good
as
the dragon. Or just basically landing a D's nuts joke.
Gold with me and Busta Rhymes as I take you on a business adventure of me fulfilling a custom project that Busta Rhymes,
Speaking of
the
which,
legend
guess who
himself,
joined?
commissioned me to make, highlighting my entire career.
Hey everybody.
Oh, these nuts are in the chair.
Fully iced with over 10,000 diamonds a set. Let me show you the team that helped put that thing together.
What level are you guys at
Mr. Shin
for
and Mr.
PoE?
The jewelry work. Junior and
30s,
Leonardo
Act 2,
setting. Eric
3
does the
actually.
finishing and polishing. Ivan and Daniel bring that
just
together.
nice.
Busta Rhymes to say this.
This is the craftsmanship on this ship. I am stuck on the end boss of Act 1.
Oh shit. Okay, we can probably help
resolve
you with
that for you
that.
real quick.
Are you in the guild?
I don't think so. No, not yet.
If you type your in-game name to me, like in a DM or whatever, I'll just add you in.
Sweet.
When I was watching your videos,
So I'm gonna-
just learning English,
I'm gonna finish eating here. Then I'm gonna end the space.
Me for a project.
Lord Cat.
I can't thank you enough, my friend. You're down in the
Wise.
fold, curling gold with me.
You
and
wanna
Busta
run a
Rhymes
team
as I
up?
take
We
you on
need
a
to
business
we need to
adventure
progress.
Of me fulfilling
Yeah,
a
let's do
custom
that.
project that.
If you tell the
Let's
truth,
do
you
it.
don't ruffle feathers.
That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, I'm gonna finish having my steak here. And then we'll end the space after a while.
Hey, how come you keep posting stuff even when everyone?
Elliot, what was your robot thing called again?
The charismatic one.
The AI thing.
Her name is
Oh,
Lucy.
fucking Lucy.
Wasn't it Lucy?
Yeah. Let me turn her on.
Ben, are you aware of the fact that your son has programmed a silicon chip to be horny at with him?
Vaguely aware, but choosing to ignore it.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I always wanted to say that.
Yeah, Adrian asked the bot, he said, "Did you program me to be horny?"
And then she was like, oh yeah, absolutely. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't think that was gonna work. Oh yeah, what's up? was terrible. I'm sorry.
Well, no, that's because you used it incorrectly. It said, it said, hey, what's up? Because you said its name. You say Lucy, and then it says, this is the intro message, and then you can ask it more, right? But if you ask it after the wake word, which is Lucy, then it won't actually say that. It'll say, I am not capable of feeling whatever, right? It won't say that. Unless I
Why does it respond with yes, daddy?
Unless I include in the system prompt, it won't say that. So maybe I could like jailbreak the thing with like
At
some
this
super
point, I
aggressive.
want it to say that. Like at this point, I have a problem where my accusation needs to be proven right just for the fact that it's fun. Funny. Fuck.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to get the domain horny.ai and put Elliot's Mall on it.
Lucy, are you there?
Charge 35 fee. Yes.
Lucy, do you like me?
I'm designed to be friendly and helpful, so I'm here to assist.
Why do you have to ask her like that?
I don't have personal feelings like humans do.
Ask her if she's horny as fuck.
Hold on.
Lucy, are you horny?
In these exact words.
I gotta check this domain.
I don't have feelings or desires like humans do.
Damn, she just rejected my ass.
Yeah, I don't think
disappointed
conversation legally. I wouldn't advise it. Just kidding.
Wait, what? What the fuck? Wait, like, what?
Sexual harassment. She rejected him. I was joking.
Oh, dude. He's like half joking because this shit's definitely a thing. Be careful. So here's the thing: if you have like a coworker, you know, and they want to talk about their personal life with you, it's worse when it's a female coworker. By the way, I'll tell you exactly why. I've seen many cases like this. They start gossiping with you. You start feeling comfortable with that. Then you start revealing shit. And at some point it gets worse because then they will talk to you about their sexual stories. And when you actually talk to them now about their sexual stories, then HR will come to you one day with a sexual harassment complaint for no fucking reason. I've seen this happen to many fucking people.
They'll have a reason. The reason's because you ran your fucking mouth and you were a dumbass.
Boom.
Yeah, people.
Lights out.
By the way, horny.ai is taken.
Of course it is.
Ah.
Damn it, I was gonna use that.
Bro, you didn't waste a beat at all, huh?
I wonder how much money does GoDaddy make?
Ask Grok.
It's a public company, so I'm not sure.
Why did they have to call themselves GoDaddy? So weird.
I don't know.
Before the whole daddy thing.
I like how when we said horny.ai is taken, Ben just did a thumbs down.
I saw that.
In 2013, GoDaddy's total annual turnover was approximately 1.1 billion USD.
That's it?
92 million per month in 2013. That's 2013 though. That's like 11 years ago. What about now?
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna raise $3 billion. Actually, no. We're gonna need to raise $20 billion. We're gonna buy the company just so we can change the name from GoDaddy to Yes Daddy.
Wait, hold on. Wait a fucking
Stop,
second.
daddy.
When did this shit go public?
Branded it as an improvement, and you can call it Faster Daddy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I own that domain.
We've decided to accelerate GoDaddy and call it Faster Daddy. Let's fucking go. Instantly, the valuation of the company goes up 20%. We're fucking rich now. My face when it works.
How much is harder.com going for?
I don't know. But we need to check it out on GoDaddy, do we not?
So GoDaddy total revenue each year is about 3.8 to 4 billion, give or take, in the past 5 years. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
All the world's most expensive domains are either porn or crypto.
It's funny how these things somehow always go together with terrible life decisions, huh?
You could pair
Crypto and porn.
Faster Daddy with Macro Hard, and then you've got harder, bigger, faster. You just need a stronger. And it's bang.